ultimate food guide to Chinatown Complex Food Centre. Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Where are we today? We are going to the largest food centre in Singapore to do another ultimate food guide. And this place here has over 250 stores. So we need to spend a huge amount of time here to ferret out all the good food. Join me after the intro as we start our food adventure. We are going to get lost at this food centre and find all the good food here, which will happen after the intro. Welcome back. Now, where are we today? We are actually at Chinatown Complex Food Centre. A food centre which is actually on the second floor of this place here, and is the largest food centre in Singapore. So, if you come here, what do you need to do? Well, first of all, to get here, if you don't know how to get here, you can actually wait until the end of the video. I'll put a link at the back of the video here to send you to another video of directions of how to get to this food centre from Chinatown MRT station. If you're interested in that, so just wait until the end of the video and you can find out how to get here. But for those of you who already know, we're going to get to the food. We're going to look at some of the good food, the excellent food, the hawker food, the delicious foods that you can find here at this food centre. Like I said earlier, I've been here many times, and sometimes people actually ask me directions of how to get to the Hawker Chan stall. So what you need to do is you need to come to the central escalator, the escalator that's at the centre of this food centre here, and you come up to the second floor. So this is the escalator. So once you come up, you pass the escalator, you reach the top, you turn right. That's all. That's simple. Turn right and walk straight down. Just walk straight down all the way to the end. So now you can see we are actually at the red zone with the red tables and red painting on the wall and red tiles too. So just walk straight right to the end until you see the queue. And that's the queue you need to join. So here's the stall. So what happens is you need to join the queue, and then once you reach the front of the queue, which is over here, you wait for your turn. So when it's your turn, you come up to the stall, place your order, and then you wait for them to prepare it, and then you eat your food. So as you come in here now, the queue starts from here, goes all the way to there, but sometimes the queue can go all the way to the end. And this is where normally sometimes the queue actually starts at the front of the sign, or this sign tells you that the queue or the shop opens at 10:30 AM. So all that's left to do is to actually get in the queue and wait for the food. So the queue starts from here, snakes all the way down to almost to the front of the stall, and here is the stall, and you can see at the stall all the glistening, bright, shiny soy sauce chicken and roast meats. Everyone in the queue is thinking the same thing. When is it my turn? Planning, wondering, hungry, what are we going to eat? Which are we going to eat? What are we going to eat? All the delicious meats. And this queue, I actually came here at around 10:30 and joined the queue. And I actually had to wait almost around 40 to 50 minutes before I actually ordered my food. And I've heard stories of people waiting 1 hour, even 2 hours in line to order their food. So if you do want to come here, you will have to wait in line. But alternatively, you can actually go to their other branches, because they actually have branches all around the island, and you can also order the food from there. But the only difference is The price may be a bit more pricier, maybe around 30 to 40% more, but you'll be sitting in aircon conditions. This is what I ordered. I ordered a mixture of soy sauce chicken and char siu with rice. Char siu is actually barbecue pork, and it cost me a total of $4.30. And one signature of this place is they actually give you some soybeans onto your plate. You see that at the side there? This is actually soya beans that you eat together with your rice. And this is the whole dish. And here, the different types of meat. I didn't order all the meats, I just ordered these two versions. So first of all, we have char siu or barbecue pork. As you can see from there, it has a very nicely caramelized and sweet skin, which is nice and sweet, and there's a nice burnt flavor coming from the char siu, and it is also nice and tender inside. A very good char siu. Only thing is, the char siu has a more dark soy sauce savory taste than other places, but what people come here for is this, their soy sauce chicken. And this soy sauce chicken, they do it very well. First of all, thick pieces of chicken and skin. The skin here is the best part of the chicken. It's so nice, so full of flavor. It absorbs all the flavoring and seasoning they use to flavor the chicken, and it is magnificent. It tastes so good. It has a very prominent dark soy sauce taste, and it's rich, it's velvety, like so slightly sweet but mostly savory with a meaty chicken taste. The meat here is what makes the chicken so good. But if you do come here, you must order this item. We are back at the escalator at the middle of the food center. Walk straight, then you turn left following the sign. After you turn left, walk a bit, you turn right again. After that, you turn left. And directly behind this wall, you see in front of us here, is where we're going to eat our next food item. And it's at this shop called Zhao clay pot rice. And here, they sell a dish called chicken clay pot rice. But one thing about clay pot rice is that they cook the dish when you order it, and the cooking time for each dish could be at most even 20 minutes to cook the dish. So there is a long waiting time. So some places actually sells other items instead of just their clay pot. Like this shop here, you have the soup of the day. This one here is a pork rib soup, and here you can tell they cook the soup for a very long time because the pork ribs and especially the cartilage here has been cooked until it's nice and soft, and you can actually just chew everything up, and it has a very nice homemade feel to it. And another dish they sell is also vegetables, blanched vegetables in a bit of soy sauce. Very simple, something for you to snack on, something for you to eat, something for you to drink, while something to sate your appetite while waiting for the main item, the main dish. And what you do here is, normally you just go to the store, place your order, remember to have your table number. Okay, so you need to give them your table number, and then after that they will come to the table, they will give you the spoon, with some chives, the dark soy sauce and some oil. These are the important complements to your clay pot rice that you will need to eat or need to add to your clay pot rice. I'll show you how to do that later. But important things that you need. Some places do it for you, but here they let you do it yourself. So you get to want to change it to your taste preference. And here it is. This is the clay pot rice. So first thing you do is, when the clay pot rice comes, you do not, I repeat, do not immediately dig into it. You need to let it wait for a while, maybe like 2 minutes to 5 minutes, or somewhere in between that, depending on how long the rice has been cooking, before you start to touch it. And then what you do is here, this is the clay pot rice. So what you have is you have nice fluffy rice at the bottom. And then the rice is actually cooked in the clay pot. And then after the rice has been cooked, later they put in the other ingredients like the chicken, the Liao, which is Chinese sausage, the salted fish and vegetables or whatever, and continue cooking. Then all the oil, all the flavors will start to incorporate into the rice from the top. And then comes to your table, you put in some oil, you put in some dark soy sauce, you put the chives on top, and then you start to mix it in. And then you can now hear the oil being cooked by this hot pot, because this pot here is still hot from the fire that they were cooking earlier for you. So now you start to mix in. And the reason I tell you to actually wait a minute before you actually eat the clay pot is because you want the rice that is at the bottom touching the pot to actually crisp up, to be slightly burnt, to give it a nice burnt rice texture that gives you a nice textural contrast when you eat the nice firm fluffy rice together with some nice burnt rice. But one thing you must also remember, not to leave it too long and to scrape as much of the burnt rice as you want off the bottom, because if you leave it too long, the rice will burn until it's black and charcoal, and that will add in a bitterness to the food that you do not want. But here, like I said, after you mix it up, you're going to eat it. And this place here, that's one of my favorite clay pot rice. First of all, the chicken here seasoned very nicely, moist and tender, and when you put it in your mouth, wow, it is so good. Then the rice nice and fluffy, and then you also have the interesting flavors of coming from the Liao, which is a Chinese sausage, which gives it a bit of sweetness, a bit of meatiness. Then you also have the salted fish, also adds in lots of flavor, and then the chicken, and then you also have, maybe sometimes you also have liver sausage too, which also adds in more flavor, and then all combined into this delicious dish with nice contrasting mouth texture of firm fluffy rice and burnt rice. Totally delicious, totally nice, something that if you have not tried, something that you have to try. And here, this is what happened when you finish your meal. And this shop here, even though they say it's a chicken clay pot rice shop, the pot here is metal. But somehow, I like it. This place does it very well, even though it's a metal pot. And here, very good and very yummy, a place that you must come to eat clay pot rice. And lastly, we are at this store called Popiah, and here they sell Popiah and a few other items like kueh pie tee and spring roll. But what's really noteworthy about this store is their Popiah skin, which they actually make in-house in the store. You can see the guy in the middle back there is actually making Popiah skin directly in the store. Yes, it's hard to find that nowadays in Singapore. But I ordered 2 Popiahs, which cost me $1.70 each, and a spring roll, a yam spring roll, which cost me $1.60. Unfortunately, the yam spring roll was too dry and needed some moisture, and something that I think you can actually just ignore. But what you should come here to try is their handmade Popiah skin Popiah, which is good and I quite like it. First of all, the Popiah skin, it has a nicer bite texture as compared to those you get from factory. So when you bite into it, it has a nicer bite feel. Then the Popiah is also nicely packed. The sweetness actually comes from the turnip and also a sweet sauce that they use. So you can see through the cross section of the Popiah that is actually packed quite nicely, and all the different ingredients that there are inside the Popiah. So when you bite into it, what I like is the contrasting of textures in the Popiah. with the vegetable, some of them raw, some of them cooked, with also crispy bits that they put inside there, and then of course the other ingredients like egg and other stuff that adds flavor to the popiah. Overall, they make good popiah here. If you want to eat popiah, I would suggest you to come here and try popiah from Anne's Popiah. So this brings us to the end of our part 1 of this ultimate food guide to Chinatown Complex Food Centre. We've explored a few places here that serve delicious good hawker food, street food, delicious Singaporean food. So if you enjoyed this, well, you're in luck. Part 2 is coming up soon. So join me for part 2. Unfortunately, this brings us to the end of our food guide, our food adventure, the ultimate food guide here at this food centre. I hope you enjoyed what you see so far. But before you go, please do me a favor. Please help me by liking my video by clicking the thumbs up button, sharing my video, and also subscribing to my channel. And after you subscribe, don't forget to click on the bell icon, because I heard that if you click on the bell icon, you'll get the latest notification about any videos that I post. Well, if you like food, you like visiting places in Singapore, that may be something that you'll be interested in. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me for my next adventure. I will see you there. Bye bye.